Greetings everyone. In this video we're going to talk about the G form of C major. Now the first thing we want to start with is just a G major chord in open position. I'm going to finger it without the first finger, like this, so that we can use this as a capo. And our G's are going to become C's. So here I am capoing at the 5th fret, the virtual capo, and I'm playing a G form. Now this C major chord, which we'll call the G form of C major, is not played so much, but it's the basis for this scale pattern. On the loop I'm playing just 3 notes. I'm playing C, G, and D, which creates sort of a ninth effect. We've got the root, the 5th, and the 2nd or 9th of the scale. Just to give you some perspective, take a look. If I move this into open position, it would look like that. So instead of playing a G major chord, I'm just playing G, open, D, and A. And it's sort of a nice sound. So I'm using that as the basis for the improvisation. So let's talk about fingerings just briefly. The G form of C major, this scale here, is almost all in 5th position. There is 1 note in 4th position. And so what I'll often do is I'll play what is sometimes called a squeeze shift, where the hand sort of contracts a bit and then expands out into the new position. So here's 5th position. Play this note with the 4, and now I'm in 4th position. And then as I come up, I do another squeeze shift playing into 5th position. That's good as a formal fingering, but you'll also see me do things like play without the pinky, doing things a little bit differently according to where I'm at in the improvisation and the articulation that I want. And again, like a lot of things on the guitar, as we play in the higher position or the lower position, because the fret spacing is so different, we take different fingering approaches. At any rate, thinking about that squeeze shift might be useful. Let me demonstrate it one more time. Squeeze, expand into 4th, squeeze, expand into 5th. So let's go ahead and play these examples. We're playing from the low A, which is the 6th of the C major scale, up to the high C, which is the root. And we'll play the written example just in quarter notes first, and then maybe we'll play some faster little variations on it before we improvise. And again, the looper has root, 5th, 2nd, or 9th. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, here we go. And maybe starting on an upstroke and going for a similar articulation. Same thing. 1, 2, here we go. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, And now let's play repeated notes. So we'll have la, la, ti, ti, do, do, re, re, mi, mi, fa, fa, so, so. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now we'll play twice as fast, so la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, so, la, etc. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and here we go. In this improvisation, I'll try to play on all of the strings, all of the notes, and again going for some different articulations and different intervals, which is really a preview of the more formal study that we'll do throughout the course. And yeah, I think pretty much anything goes against this chord. We'll just try to see what the individual notes sound like and how they color this three-note structure that we have as an accompaniment. Let's have a go. I'm going to try just sticking on the top three strings for a little bit, just to limit myself. Just on the bottom three strings. I'll do some similar sorts of things here. Point out a few of the techniques I used. So you probably noticed I was using an upper and lower pedal tone, meaning a tone that's staying the same, and a second line that is sort of in oblique motion against that repeated note. So it's suggestive of two voices. I might, for example, play the high C and then move scale tones below it, or I could have what we call a lower pedal, where, say, the D is being repeated low, and the upper notes are moving. The other thing I was exploring were what we would call dyads, or two-note combinations. And of course, all of these have names. We're going to go deeper into this later. For now, just explore them. See, use your imagination. What can I do? I can play these two together, or these two, or these two. And you'll hear these different sounds. We're going to define these terms more as we go, but anything can really work, especially against a static chord like this, on your looper. So let's move on to the next section.